Good morning. Good evening. It's me, Vex. Hello, booklets. How you doing? How's your day been? Hi, Alice. Hello, Vizard. Hello, Ladmivas. And hello, Gohe. I saw the egg prayers. You got your water. That's good. That's good. I'm once again sorry for the delay. To shortly explain, I was alone at home, and the boss of my father was supposed to come and pick something up. So I had to wait for him to come. So I had to delay the stream. Fun fact, in the end he didn't even come. So I delayed the stream for no reason yesterday. But we can stream now. I'm fully ready now. I have my half-drank iced tea. I've already drank most of it. Cause I'm bad at pacing myself, I guess. My day has been good. I just saw the anime named Mushishi. Isn't that the horror one? Let me check. I wanna seem like I'm smart of correctly guessing it. It is the horror weird. Yeah. Okay. As expected, I once again know everything and everyone. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, welcome everyone. That was better. I was crunching over, but now I'm looking directly at you guys. It's a good anime. I heard a lot of good things about it, but I don't think it's an anime for me, personally. Cause I'm someone of trash taste. Talking about trash taste, today we'll be playing my FGOs. We're gonna start Lostbelts 5. I heard it only gets harder from here. I only heard it's gonna get more depressing from here on out. But yeah, God's work, but can watch little and we'll watch for what? Thank you, Nim. First and foremost, and second of all, once you start working, hope work is gonna be easy and fun and not too exhausting. But yeah, I've been doing a little bit of farming in between for FGOs. I still haven't gotten Castoria. I've given up. I have accepted everything. I'm well past the 7 stages of grief. I have just accepted that I have a problem. And I just need to accept it. You know? But yeah, we're gonna do Lostbelts 5. Let me change the audio real quick. Before I forget like an idiot. Can you... Getting more depressed from FGO? I expect nothing less. Exactly. Can you hear the audio? Oh, wait. Okay, now you should be able to hear it. Suddenly turned out a bit more quiet. I hope the audio is okay. I hope the audio levels are okay. Tell me if it's not. Because I don't know what you're hearing. But yeah, we're gonna get more depression with Atlantis today. Before we do it, I'll just quickly want to showcase something. So, I showed it on the Discord, but I've leveled up my Storyteller to the max. I just need to level up his skill levels now. I was grinding those past few days just to get him. He is so cute. And this kid is really nice. For anyone who wants to see, he said his ascensions, changes. Personally, the suit one is my favorite. I just wanted to brag about that real quick. But yeah, I have a stall for now, so basically I, can't lose. size tough. I'm just saying, there's like a clear win of it. But yeah, I guess, yeah, he is best boy. I guess we can start now. I don't know what to expect, except that it's gonna hit hard. I had like really good things about it, I believe. This one had like good like opinions. Good morning, Senpai. Is your family dress all ready to go? I know it's been a long 2 weeks since we got back from the Indian Lostbelt, but today we're finally supposed to finish making modifications to the shadow border and complete construction on the new Nautilus that has the shadow border at its core. I can't wait to see what it looks like once they let us back into the dock at 9 AM. I remember Captain was very particular about having us, quote, wake up at the crack of dawn and remain on standby until further notice. It just makes me that much more curious. Testing. Everything good with this mic? Hey guys, can you hear me? Are my dulcet tones carrying clearly to your waiting ears? Tamlin, Kavada, Octavia, Chin, Cayenne, Aaron, Marcus, Munich, Director Godolph, Mash, and last but not least, Alice. As 11 staff members of Novum Caldea, your patience has been much appreciated. Now come on down to the dock and meet our brand new ship. It's right, it's time for the launch ceremony for Captain Nemo's Nautilus. Hey, Pipe! I hope that, like, Captain is not gonna be, like, eh? Okay, ignoring what I'm just seeing right now, maybe I've drank too much tea. I hope that, like, Captain joins us in our journey. Now back to the hallucinations of, like, too much scientists. Hey, thanks for coming to celebrate with us. We're so lucky we got to put the Nautilus together in a secret underground dock like this. Congratulations, guys. We deserve it. I can't wait till we can set sail. Congratulations to you too, Alice and Mash. You guys are gonna be there for tomorrow's test voyage too, right? Oh man, it's gonna be so much fun. I wonder if we can still fire torpedoes in the White Sea. Why are there 4 anime? You can see them too, Wizard? I thought I had too much sugar and just from too much iced tea. So I'm not imagining things. I didn't know Nemo could go through mitosis. Maybe we just like, you know. I just tuned in and I'm already confused. Don't worry, someone else. You know, when it comes to FGO, just don't worry. Never worry. It's as simple as that. Nemo is so powerful. It's time to fight real gods. Don't remind me, Richard. I'm not ready. Master, do you know why there are so many Nemos here? It's a whole series of Nemos. The Nemo series. Hey, who said you could leave your post? You're making a mockery of the launch ceremony, damn it. Marines line up. Look out, guys. Captain's on bed. Twinkle, twinkle. Come on, let's all line up. Twinkle, twinkle. Why are there so many Nemos? I need answers. It's more like it. Now roll call. A Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of a deck, and I want you to rechristen me a Numa. A Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of loading the really, really heavy torpedoes. Would somebody trade posts with me? Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of computer room and I'm still not sure taking notes by hand is really the best idea. Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of cleaning the kitchen and bathrooms. A clean ship is a happy ship. Nemo D, I already like you the most because you're the only one who has not yet complained. Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of goddamn... How? Jesus Christ! That's enough, damn it. I was a bit overwhelmed with all the new information even before this parade of identical faces. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Since when do you have so damn many subordinates? That's silly as asking a fluvial sculpin why it swims upstream, Godolph. The Marines are clones or instances of me who specialize in different operations. Having a large enough crew is an essential part of any voyage. Is there enough space in like our little vehicle for all of the people there? I'm just saying. I don't think our vehicle is big enough. Chat, is Nemo a girl or a boy? I really need this information so much for research purposes. I am not sure. I would say male, considering his origin. Right, he's Triton and Nemo. But you never know, because this is FGO. So that doesn't really mean anything. You could say the animated metaphors from a mental support structure. The fully autonomous possible alternate versions of me who... Does it matter, Nimrud? That is true, that is true. It's like we all say, like when it comes to Starfall and stuff, doesn't really matter. Starfall is Starfall, Nemo is Nemo. That truly is the most important thing of them all. Yeah, Nim has got a point. I love how it says animated metaphors from a mental support structure. I was like, damn, this is kind of getting real now. Thank you, Captain. I will take it from here. Yeah, you have many talents, but explaining things is clearly not one of them. You see, the ability Captain is using to make these clones belongs to neither Nemo, the heroic spirit, nor the Triton, the divine spirit. Those of us at the Atlas Institute use a technique called memory partition as part of our basic thought processes, so I gave Captain the ability to use it when I formed a contract with him. Essentially, it lets you, well, partition your brain so that you can have multiple selves processing different things simultaneously. In Captain's case, that resulted in him gaining the ability to create multiple physical selves that all act with complete autonomy. In other words, all the work pertaining to running a ship that Captain Nemo has been doing by himself to date, or perhaps more accurately, all the work he had been wishing to do but was thus far unable to carry out due to a lack of personnel, is now being carried out by all of these other Nemos thanks to the evolution he independently achieved. Then they don't all just look like Nemo? They are all Nemo? Just Nemo? There's always only been just Nemo? Always been. Aye, ma'am. Well, of course we all have to do whatever the captain tells us to. So there's going to be lots and lots of Nemos working on board the Nautilus then. Well, the number of Marines will change depending on the circumstances. Also, the Marines aren't the only other Nemos in my Nemo series. Are we really calling it the Nemo series? Like a figurine series? I'll introduce you to him probably when the time is right, but for now... There's Nemo Professor, whose job is to analyze situations, come up with plans, and conduct scientific research. Oh. Next, there's Nemo Baker, the cook, will be in charge of preparing everyone meals. All these roles are important, of course, but hers stands out in particular. Okay, we have agenda, guys. Aww. They are so cute! Then there's Nemo Engineer, who's so cantankerous. I have no idea what that word means. You'd never believe she was me. She'll just as soon throw a wrench at you as look at you. They are so cute! Those, along with the Marines, are the crew I'll be taking along to run the ship. The only downside is that bringing the board aboard the Neo Nautilus means there won't be any room for a bakery, so I won't be calling Baker. No Baker, oh man, that's a real shame. I agree, Munir. Still, it's looking more and more like a real submarine, isn't it? When are you gonna take it out for a test dive, Captain? I mean, Scrumpy? Thank you, someone else. Thank you, chat, for being my dictionary. This is getting out of hand now. There are more than 4 of them. I can't wait until the movie Finding Nemo's. Damn. That would actually be really interesting. Like, imagine a movie where, like, everyone, like, suddenly looks the same. I like to do that no later than tomorrow. We'll need to cross an ocean from the Age of Gods in this next Lostbelt, so I have to make sure everything is ship-shape, figuratively speaking. However, the only ones who will be coming with me are Marsh and Alice. The rest of you will be staying here. What? I guess that makes sense. Oh my god, I'm gonna suplex Nemo. No, don't hurt him. I need him to like drive my ship. I mean, hey, Ariso. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore what you said, Yanka. I'm just gonna ignore what you said, Ben. Hello, Yanka. Hope you had a good day. What? Why? We have our reasons, Binya. Sorry, it just was never cards this time. While Captain Marsh and Alice are off by testing the Nautilus, the rest of our work cut out for us getting ready to infiltrate the Atlantic Lostbelt. Developing the ultra-long-range lens, doubling and tripling the Nautilus' defensive systems, reinforcing Alice's mystic codes, fine-tuning Marsh Artenex. Basically, Mina, we all have an absolute ton of things to do here. We just don't have the time to spare for you to be wasting your magecraft expertise on a submarine test dive. Damn it, of all the wooden luck. If I'd known it was gonna hold me back like this one day, I would have sold my magic at Crest and gotten out of a magecraft game long ago. That's the boldest statement I've had in a long time. But in case you need a reminder, if you were the mage, you would have never been hired in Chaldea in the first place. So how about you just resign yourself to having the technical advisor like a good little lady and let me take responsibility for what is sure to be a delightful Nautilus test. You sure, Gotti? You don't know we're going for a test dive in the White Sea, not the Wandering Sea, right? Yes, as I was saying, I will let others handle it, as I have a lot of directory work I need to do myself. Yes, quite a lot indeed. When it's settled, this afternoon I'll be holding a class to explain all about the Nautilus equipment and facilities, as well as what to do in case of emergency. Then tomorrow, Alice, Marsh, and Captain will take it out for a test dive. While we're off doing that, the rest of us will be getting things ready here at the Wandering Sea for our infiltration of the Atlantic Lostbelt. It will probably take around 7 days to wrap everything up, so this could be our last chance to relax on standby for a while. Make sure you're all well rested so that you can give your best for what's to come. Right. My voice cracked. That goes for you too, Da Vinci. Hello, Kumagaki. Welcome. You did not hear my voice cracking. I should drink something. My voice cracked so badly, man. They're empty. My journey is drawing to an end. It won't be long now before I arrive at my destination in southern Nevada. Who are you? Not that it will change anything once I get there. I certainly won't be getting a reward for my trouble. Nor do I have a home to return to, or enough fuel to get me there, even if I did. The only point this journey ever had was to get where I was going. Well, no, that might be technically accurate, but it's still not quite right. Let me be clear, so I don't invite any misunderstandings. When I say I don't have a home to return to, I don't mean that in my heartless, cold-blooded bastard sense. My home may be gone now, but I still remember it clearly, and as long as I have those memories, I'll never feel the pain of its loss. See, since I was born, I've had the ability, for better or worse, to recall anything I've ever seen in perfect detail. It's called hyperthymesia, or it's more commonly known as a superior autobiographical memory. My friends consider it a disability and sympathize with the drawbacks, but scientists consider it a gift. It drove me insane when I was a kid. At some points it caused me to hate cities and people in general. Damn! When I grew up, I left the city behind and started living a much quieter life out in a village near the mountains. As a result, I've only spent about a third of my life in busy urban areas, so I'm not really overburdened with memories of those places. I'm still confused about who we are like currently with. Actually, I've come exactly when your voice cracked. God damn it! Still, my memories are just as clear now as wherever we are. I can see the friends that you're staying out with smiling and laughing as if they were right here with me. Of course, that includes the beautiful scenery and the stars that used to twinkle bright all across the nighttime sky. Maybe that's why I couldn't shake my doubts about why this happened the way it did. Something just seemed off. I don't mean the Earth's surface being bleached white. I mean, it feels like something even bigger has changed. But in a way, I can't put my finger on it. Whatever it is, I've noticed it at different points during this journey.
There was something different about the skies above Russia, Scandinavia, China, India. Whatever it was, they weren't the same skies I'd seen before. There must be some other change occurring in places I'm not privy to. Or maybe some other humans beside me are struggling to fight back. Maybe we are doing their best to attack this world, this planet, this universe, for humanity even as I speak. Unfortunately, as intriguing as that possibility is, those places are much too far away for me to make a detour, and I have precious little time left as it is. I ran out of food there yesterday. My bike isn't going to last much longer either. Again, once I reach my destination, my journey is over. It would be nice if whoever's causing these changes taking place around the world had to step by the States. But I doubt anyone who's lost as hard as me and the rest of humanity have anything close to that kind of good luck left.
Of course it's an American.
What a strange feeling. Even if this is the end for me in multiple senses, it still feels good to achieve a goal I set for myself. Why did humanity die out? Why did these alien invaders show up? Why did their conquerors were bleaching their right? My heart is racing at the prospect of possibly uncovering the answers to these and all the other mysteries. I've arrived at the US Air Force Base.
I've arrived at the US Air Force Base, once known as Area 51. I see how it is.
It's the one place, the only part of the texture on the entire planet that managed to evade bleaching.
Of course it did.
The sheer secrecy surrounding this place led to all sorts of rumors about high-tech experiments and training being conducted here. But you'd never know by looking at it now. Not only are there no survivors here, there's not so much as a single piece of cutting-edge equipment. Any seaplanes and armored tanks that may have been here before are long gone. And since there's no power, I doubt I'll be able to stock up on food or water either. On the plus side, the buildings are mostly untouched, so at least I shouldn't have to go sifting around rubble.
Hey, Mama! I'm currently at Area 51.
I can't believe it. Rain clouds crept up here out of nowhere. I guess it means it still rains in the last area on Earth. It hasn't been bleached yet, eh? I pushed my excitement down to keep it from getting the better of me and began carefully making my way through the base.
You can drink the water. Just think about it. God, what an idiot. We raided Area 51, our heroes. Yeah, this is the true Area 51 raid. This is the true Area 51 raid.
The rain clouds were cropped up in the skies overhead, like around the whole time I was there. I learned several things from my expedition into the inside of a base, the part completely cut off from the outside world. I wish I could offer my own personal insights on what I found, but since I'm running low on both time and energy, I'll have to stick to just the facts. Okay? This base did in fact contain an alien life form.
Okay. Dude, what did you see? This is like creepy.
2018, Subject E relocation. 2018, initiate Subject E examination. According to the documents I found, the subject had flown to New Mexico in the year 2018. The craft it had been piloting either burned up when it entered Earth's atmosphere, or was possibly destroyed by the subject itself according to a handwritten note, leaving the subject completely exposed upon its discovery. Injuries sustained during its emergency landing had left it critically wounded and near death. But by flash freezing it, the Air Force managed to preserve its life functions. Then they brought it to this base. All the other records pertaining to the subject can be summed up in a single word. Gruesome. The scientists performed all kinds of tests, experiments, and surgeries in order to keep this alien visitor alive. They conducted clinical trials of different kinds of medicine. They tested every known substance on Earth to see how it would react. They observed reactions that corresponded to pain. They observed reactions that corresponded to joy. To measure its endurance, they stopped supplying it with nutrients. When they tried burning it, freezing it, melting it, attaching things to it.
This is really gruesome, I agree. This is actually like... The sad thing is, even though this is effed up, this is totally realistic because humanity would totally do that.
I stared its
the mental image, no. We stared its intestines around.
Cut off parts of its body, measured signals from the organ we thought was its brain. It performed all of its research that could also be called the very crystallization of human history, and the subject while I was still living. It didn't take long for the surgical procedures meant to rescue the subject to morph into brutally exploitative experiments. And since the cells taken from subject samples were made up of elements that didn't exist anywhere on the planet, it wasn't hard to imagine that further research could eventually lead to military and civilian applications. Truth to be told, that was where the top brass's true interests lied. After all, ever since the turn of the 20th century, the energy race between nations had only continued to pick up speed. And there was now an insurmountable gap between industrialized nations and developing ones. I could tell from poring over documents that they began with the best of intentions. They wanted their research to result in a better life for every person on Earth, to help humanity move past its endless scrabbling for wealth and forge ahead with new, loftier goals. However, Area 51 researchers didn't see things the same way.
Hello, John. Hello. Ohayo. And hi, Alice. I summoned Himiko yesterday. I'm so happy. Well, congrats, then. Glad to see that worked out.
With every experiment they ran, they became more and more certain that the subject was emitting a constant unknown signal. It was calling for help. So they thought if they kept running experiments on it, if they kept inflicting greater levels of pain on it, even more potential test subjects were bound to show up.
That's so effed up, man. That is so effed up.
That's why this all happened. This wasn't a natural disaster, it was a man-made one. But is it truly the reason? I finally now know why those trees came here. Now I just have to confirm one last thing. Was this the true cause? Is there really a Subject E here at the space? I have to see it for myself. And I have to do it before I die of malnutrition.
Damn.
It took me several days to discover that door. The reference room, a secret area that had been built even further underneath the base's underground structure. I managed to open the door and make my way inside the sealed-off passageway. I can already tell there's something inside here. This is it. This is where I find the answers I've been seeking. There's just something different about the air in this passageway that makes that all so clear. My instruments aren't picking up anything unusual, even though the passageway itself is like something from another world, entirely removed from what we think of as reality. I know this passageway is made out of iron and steel, but it feels like I'm walking on pulsating jelly. I make my way across the simultaneously hard, soft, warm, cool floor, one careful step at a time. My body temperature is dropping like a stone. I can barely breathe. My consciousness is hanging by a thread. I can't even remember how many days it's been since I last had something to eat or drink. Soon I won't even have enough energy left to talk into this recorder. But I can't stop now. I have to find the answers before I die. Answers that I'm sure just lie beyond this passage.
Jeez. David?
The only sound that escaped my lips was a quiet gasp of shock. It was the most retro room I could have imagined. If I had known better, I would have never thought it was located in the middle of one of the most high-tech bases on Earth. And yet there it was, atop the exam table, a bizarre thing that resembled nothing so much as a dead tree. Hi there, it's about time you showed up, Blue Book.
What? Huh? 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 I'm so confused. Me right now taking down notes. Yeah, technically I should maybe start doing that. Did we hear about it, David, before? Because we had like a sequence, right? I don't know if it was David that we heard before in like, I don't know, Lostbelt 1 or 2. Who is Blue Book? Why is there a dead tree person thingy with a gun? Of course there's a gun. This is America we're talking about. I'm so confused. I need answers. Imagine if the entire series just ended there. It was an easy Now you're making sense with that. Now it's all coming together. So it was an isekai, yeah? I need answers. I want to know who Blue Book is. Who is David? Who is that tree? So we're not gonna elaborate on that, which is great. Oh, Pepper! That's all I've got to report. Any other questions? Cat dog! This isn't like you, Pepper. Didn't you always used to tell us we should act our serious when we've lost? Unless, of course, you don't consider Vindy and Lostbelt disappearing a loss at all. My, you see, but at least your sharp tongue has managed a full recovery, cat dog. Oh, why even let me rephrase? Not only did I get in a fight with my Lostbelts king, my very own servant washed his hands off me. And I had to run all the way here with my tail between my legs after Caldea, our sworn enemy, saved my life. I'm clearly the best, Crypto. But at least the roasted bananas were super yummy. I'm sure they were. Never mind, I take it back. You're just as shady as ever. Now shut up already, will you? No, that's all, Pepperoncino. Besides, it's still too soon to declare yourself a loser. Knowing you, you must have really gotten in my good graces, right? There's more to a death match than just slipping a knife between the other guy's ribs. Getting your opponent attached to you is a pro-level long game move. Pepper truly is the best enemy. So the way things are going, I'm betting the next destination will be the last, am I right? Hello, I'm new, but hello new, I'm Alice. No, but welcome Alessio, welcome to the stream, I hope you enjoy it. I'm currently doing Lostbelt 5 yet with Prologue currently. Oh yes, this next one will tell things once and for all. They won't be going to you, Lostbelt. I mean, now that we have a ship, they are but certain to come here. Even though that practically guarantees their demise. Well damn, that's real brave of them. Gotta give him props for that. Hats off to you, Kalia. We couldn't have asked for a better girl to fill in the last seat. What was her name again? Who cares? Excuse me? Like it makes any difference to me anyway. Pinus was next. Drinks for you, Master. What's their face? You must be feeling really good about yourself now that you've strangled 4 innocent Lostbelts in the proverbial cradles. We can't be sure the Chaldeans will come to the Atlantic Lostbelt yet. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up gunning for you next, Beryl. So if you've got time to be making crappy tasteless analogies, maybe you ought to spend it getting ready for them. Yeah? You're serious, Kadok? You really think I might be next? Are you feeling okay? What are you talking about? I'm just saying it's possible that... Oh, Kishtari hasn't told you. Well, hey, since all of our alter egos aren't here at the moment, so we don't have to worry about them. You mind if I tell him myself, boss? No, this directly concerns the next phase of the plan, so I'll fill him in myself. Safe at the Tree of Emptiness and Barrel's English Lostbelt has already been felled. What? I secretly asked Beryl to see to it that the English Lostbelt would go away on its own accord. What? Why? Huh? Eh? It's already been felled? When you're saying the English Lostbelt doesn't exist anymore? No, but ought to fall apart and disappear real soon now, and for the record, you have no idea how hard it was to pull that off. The English Lostbelt or a British Lostbelt, as they like to put it. There's like 1,000 phantasmal beasts for every one of a few humans there, and you can easily find yourself in a whole different world, with completely different rules if you just go down a little way down the path. It's a hellish wonderland, and coming from me, a guy who was raised in the UK, it's saying something. So it wasn't easy sweet-talking them into cutting down the Tree of Emptiness themselves. They're probably cursing my name to hell and God for tricking them right about now, not that it's gonna do them any good. VMC, save humanity by destroying humanity, what a contradiction. I don't think that's a contradiction, that's just logic. So true, because unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, I'm pretty sure I can still see a wall of light up around the English Lostbelt. Yes, I've seen that too, but even so the English Tree of Emptiness is most assuredly gone. Once the Tree of Emptiness grows tall enough to reach the stratosphere, the branches start to interfere with one another, resulting in a kind of network. And we haven't seen a single signal from Stayfed for a few days now. I doubt it will be long before that accursed wall of light reverts and follows suit and disappears as well.
Alright then, next question. Why'd you get rid of the English Lostbelt like this? I thought our Lostbelts were only supposed to fight each other once the territories have made contract.
I can't read today, I'm very sorry by the way.
It just goes to show that their acceptance to every rule, Kardok. This may be difficult for you to understand since you have no way of knowing how deep London, that is to say the clock towers abyss runs. But the English Lostbelts are the only one that cannot be allowed to remain. Nothing good could ever come from it, not for us and not for the Flying God. However, the Flying God knows nothing of his planet's history, and we have no way to explain. We can't even say anything to the priestess, as their rule is purely observational.
Also, who's the goth person? He's pretty cute. You mean Kadok? He is very cute, but he's also... He's also like kinda having a relationship, non-canon wise.
All that aside, Kardok and Pepperoncino, the fact remains that I should have told you about this, and I didn't. For that, I'm sorry.
I do agree, though. Kadok is really cute. I really love his design. He's so adorable.
No point apologizing about it at this point. I still don't like it, but at least I'm in the loop now. Same here. Besides, I already figured out that Beryl was up to something. But you know, Krishtari, all that said, does it mean the Tree of Emptiness is the only one still operating? Don't be ridiculous. Have you forgotten about David's Lostbelt? At least two. I guess the only problem with that is I can't see anything that looks like a Tree of Emptiness anywhere around South America. So I take it that means all the branches connected to the canopy covering the sky are from Atlantic's tree then. I hope Kadok isn't evil. We already thought about him. He's pretty decent. Good grief, I really can't get anything past you, can I, Pepper? That's correct, my Tree of Emptiness is the only one receiving the blessings of the Flying God's earth-covering canopy. What's more, my Tree of Emptiness is also grown to complete maturity. Once we confirm the English Lostbelt's disappearance, our plan will enter its final stage. The canopy hasn't only been absorbing the Earth's mana, it has also been soaking up all manners of cosmic rays, the kind that the Earth's magnetic field usually deflects. We will focus the entirety of that combined energy into a single point, thereby enabling the Flying God to descend upon his planet. From there, the changeover should be swift and all-encompassing. The old world will perish, a new order will be established on this planet. And I will be the last human there.
You? But what about the others?
There he goes talking a big game again. You sure it's all gonna go off of a hitch, Wodima? The more time you spend grandstanding like some kind of puffed up royal, the more chances that I have to show up and ruin everything. I'm well aware of that, Kardok. Kalde has always taken keen advantage of our opponent's negligence and pride to turn the tide in their favor. Which is why I've sent out all the strongest forces at my command to the Atlantic. That's also why you haven't seen Canis here. I wasn't worried or anything. Knowing you, I figured you'd have all your bases covered. So it would seem, wouldn't it? But we might as well just sit back and see what Kashtaria's got. In that case, I think I'll keep mooching around here just like Kardok's been. How about you, Beryl, if you stick around in the English Lostbelt? Huh? Huh? Oh! Okay, shame. I was like, well, what's with the awkward pause? You don't gotta tell me I'd be stuck around there. It'd just be a matter of time before they came from my head. Beryl, and just you. My, you'd already long since flown the cold. I should have figured you knew exactly what you were doing. Right, but seriously, I was downright terrified out there. I was all like, I can't take this crazy island anymore. I'm getting out of here while I still can. When I jumped off a cliff into the ocean, I had Canis come pick me up. I won't get a load of this. You guys never believe what I went through over there. See, my Lostbelt was home to a princess who knew nothing, and I mean, clingy. Even when she found out I was a human spy, she didn't bat a damn eye. She just smuggled right up against me, saying things like, I would follow you into the bowels of hell itself. I mean, how stupid can you be? She knew I'd ruined her whole damnation and she didn't even care. I'm not supposed to deal with that, it's beyond ridiculous.
Take it from me, Karak. Don't go putting your moves on royalty unless you're sure you know what you're doing. Ah, damn. Crap off. Don't you pull that big brother crap on me now. Besides, I'm never putting any moves on royalty again. Oh, Karak. Loyal to his, like, crush. Wait, again? You just say again, Karak? Had some experiences with royalty then, happy? Oh, he did. Oh, he did. He did have a date. He did have a dancing date. Oh, I can tell it's going to be the best news I've had in forever. Tell me everything and spare single juicy detail. Forget it. There's nothing to tell if you don't have anything useful to say, but keep your mouth shut for once. Hey, now you can't expect us not to care about something like this, right? I mean, it's not like romantic escapades are a regular thing for you. Come on, Pepperoncino, this calls for a change in venue. Hell, we could even get Korean Sky in on this. Oh, I'm so in. Pepper and Beryl are like the gossip girls of the group. I see how it is. Right now, I don't care what my cost to coax some juicy secret tidbits out of Korean Sky. Pepper's like, spill the tea, Karak. I need some tea. Fine, go ahead and drink yourself, silly. I'm going back to my room. Oh, Karak. Poor guy, just got tea so goddamn hot. Ah, come on, we're just having a bit of fun, Karak. Lighten up for a change. Now, how about you show me where I can find a nice place to hang around? I only just got here, but I know this Atlantic Lostbelt's supposed to be amazing. If that's any indication, we shouldn't have to worry about Beryl for a while, though I do hope a scent of blood will eventually wash off them. Anyway, let me know if anything changes for me. I might not be too useful, but I'm sure there's still something I could do to help out. Now then. Perhaps it's time you considered sharing your own opinion before I make my final move, priestess. This could be your last chance, seeing as the foreign gods' disciples have yet to even realize that I have my own goals in all of this. What? You must have seen the adjustments I made to my Tree of Emptiness, along with the way my interests align with Zeus, even if our conclusions differ. Did you just drop the word Zeus? As in Zeus? But somehow, in spite of all that, you continue to do nothing. Did Alice has Castoria? On my Japanese account I have. Very well then. I'll not waste more time asking why you continue to insist on observing rather than acting. Nobody knows if a foreign god even truly exists. Not even the disciples have ever seen them. No, the fact is, not even they have any means of determining what a foreign god's true intention may be. The foreign god is truly a god of emptiness. I cannot in good conscience leave mankind's fate to such a being. I will eliminate Chaldea, watch over Zeus until he passes, and establish the Tree of Emptiness as reality. So continue to stay back and observe, void-shaped like a priestess. Nobody else is left. I alone shall realize the future you failed to create. I feel like I'm missing so much. I feel so confused. I stop this Cuda. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Uh, 5 days after the Nautilus test drive. I see you all here ahead of operation start time. Very good. Master Alice, servants, much light. As of this moment, Chaldea will assume its first battle station, and I don't want to hear any whining about how we started the operation 2 days ahead of schedule. Captain, reported that the Nautilus test stop in void space concluded safely. So I trust you are prepared for the genuine article then? How did the test stop go again. I believe it wasn't really shown. Oh my god, my net is big? Why you storm better not F it up? Oh yeah, it didn't have network. Yeah, praying for good internet, praying for good internet. And I hope the storm, like, stops soon. I can't seem to recall it very clearly either. I do get the feeling it was quite the experience.
I'm sorry about this, everyone, but Godolph was right. The situation is dire. There was a change yesterday in the branches of the Tree of Emptiness that we believe now covers the entire Earth. These branches were previously circulating magical energy between them like a network, but now they have begun funneling that energy towards the center of the Atlantic. We don't yet know what this phenomenon signifies, but whatever it is, we can be certain that energy is being stockpiled for use in a larger scale magic-craved ritual. Currently, the amount of energy we have measured is already equal to that used for Gautier's incineration of humanity.
Wait, so the amount of energy we currently have is as big as like Beast 1. That's pretty...
While we are unable to observe the Lostbelts' interior, Trismegistus already declared it a disaster on a global scale. I therefore recommend that this anomaly, that is the Atlantic Lostbelts Tree of Emptiness, be dealt with as swiftly as possible.
A magecraft ritual on the same scale as the incineration of humanity? Then that would mean...
Yep, the flying god is descending to Earth. Every data fragment we've gathered up to this point is pointing directly towards that inescapable conclusion. That being said, we still don't know what this flying god is, whether they really are a god, or hell, whatever or not, they even exist in the first place.
Sorry for being so useless, Twinkle Twinkle. But there's no need to apologize for that, Da Vinci. You can't help it, we have so little information to work with. It's not your skills that are the problem, it's the damn cryptas not giving us anything to go on. Well, of course, it also seems like they don't know any more about the flying god than we do. I expect the only crypta who does know the truth is their leader, Kishtaria Vodime.
Not to worry, I expect that too will be made quite clear about the cause of this operation. Both the English Lostbelt and the South American Lostbelt currently appear to be stagnant, with neither showing any further signs of expanding their territory. Therefore, as we have previously discussed, Chaldea will be directing all of our resources towards eliminating the Atlantic Lostbelt. And now our preparations for that operation are complete. The Nautilus has been equipped with an ultra-long-range lens capable of observing outer space, and a record-breaking magecraft barrier from all the human history. The Shadow Border has been overhauled to such a significant degree that could almost be called a wholly new machine. Both the Nautilus and the Border have been outfitted with identical functionality in the unlikely event that one of them is scuttled. And Miss Curie-Light's roundtable has been infused with enough magical energy to summon a number of servants on site. Our only regret is that we weren't able to finish an Artenex replacement unit before circumstances forced our hand. Oh, do not worry about that. I will continue to work on its design myself. There should already be enough materials for the reconstruction on board the Border. So as long as you are able to discover or otherwise procure a concept powerful enough to fill in for one of its bullets, I will be able to put the whole thing together in the time it takes you all to eat lunch. Right. Both my ultra-long-range sniper training and the Artenex transformation sequence have been cleared for action. If it needs to be deployed to give us an edge during a decisive battle, I promise I will wield it to the best of my ability. Did you just say a magical girl transformation sequence? Now, just pretend you did not hear any of that. Besides, we still do not know if it will even be relevant here. Now then, as the command room officer will be holding down the fort in your absence, I would once again like to give my usual order to those of you on the field team. The situation has changed significantly. I will not say we do not have a minute to spare, but I will say that time is definitely not on our side. What is more, it looks like that was the case for our most key point of attack as well, the Atlantic Lostbelt. They have now put us in check before we even had a chance to do the same to them. This is probably going to be longer than any battle you have fought to date, both in terms of number of enemies and the path you will need to take to reach your destination. Please don't say that. Have you seen how many paths there are in, like, FGO, for Lostbelt 4 alone? This is gonna take long until we finish it, won't it? Even with Zero Star can only take you to the Lostbelt's outer edge, which in this case means that there will be more distance between you and the Tree of Emptiness than ever before. So I urge you all to handle yourselves even more cautiously and cool-headedly than you have ever been so far. In this Atlantic Lostbelt, the act of learning about its world may actually end up working against you. So I ask that you all stay strong and that you simultaneously be proud of your own latent potential. If you ever reach a point where you decide you can't continue with your operation, feel free to come back here immediately. Now what am I saying? Now is not the time for pessimism. This is all my third's process fault. She has been incessantly insisting since yesterday that this simply cannot work. Alright, let us all get out of here and take back our Earth. Your team, go ahead and board the border, starting with Master Atlas. Once I've confirmed that all of your vitals are green, your turn to have a Nautilus from reality. From there, you will execute a zero sail and this operation will commence in earnest. Order, Lostbelt number 5. Suborder, pose to cross the Sea of Stars. Make sure you give it everything you have, and I look forward for all of your safe return. Jeez. Wait, now the prologue is starting? Did we just have a prologue to a prologue? Ah, Jesus Christ, FGO, I swear to God. Da, da, da. Whoa, wait, this looks cool. The black does not, but... What? It looks like this is as far as I go. I'm sorry, Dian.
Huh? Samson! What? Huh?
Come on, Dian. Don't let up for a moment and don't worry about what might happen later. This is the only chance you've got. One stuff, I can't believe how tough his armor is. He's not even using his noble phantasm. Noble phantasm. Fleur-de-lis. Okay? I see a series of strikes made in tandem with a lily-based illusion. Didn't even scratch him. What a joke. It's over, proper human history. You've destroyed every last one of your nests.
It's not over yet. We started long ago, and it ended long ago.
Ah, you mean them? Well, Olympus' alter ego will deal with them. Do you think this would all be over once we arrived? There's no path forward for you. Any future you might have ahead is gone. You can submit to us and live, or oppose us and die. Which will it be, proper human history?
We will never submit.
I see. Then death it is.
Jesus Christ, that's brutal! The animation even... Oh my god. What? We found the ley line, sir?
Good. This is the last one. Once they have used it to summon Servant, causing it to go dormant, we will destroy it completely. Our enemy should have known better than to give us time to prepare for their arrival. Now we will ensure they have no chance whatsoever of defeating us. Without a catalyst, the only sort of heroic spirit that can be summoned here will be one drawn to this place by sheer coincidence, but make sure you stand back all the same. You may end up summoning a berserker after all.
Yes, sir.
Hear me now in the name of our great demiurge. Come forth from the cycle of binding, guardian of the scales. Come forth and dedicate your life to Olympus, to this land, bringing with the breath of the gods.
Hey? Where am I? Wait, who am I? Huh? Huh? Are you my master?
Yes, I am. From here on, you will dedicate your body, your life, and your skills to Olympus down to your very last drop of blood. It is through this servitude that your life will have meaning.
What do you mean by that?
If this is beyond your comprehension, then your only task is to die. The steely man spoke quietly, but his words carried an unmistakable fury.
Yes, master, my life is yours to command. 7 years low, bowing the head before the new master.
It was then with admire and lost interest, all that mattered to him was that the servant was not an enemy. For his thoughts were already focused on the true enemy that lay before him. Chaldea, the invaders who would see our world destroyed. I will never let you reach Olympus. It is here in Atlantis that you will meet your end. None of you will escape, none of you will survive. I will slaughter you all where you stand. Prepare for battle.
What? With 100 pages of dialogue, I still don't know how his makeshift spice time thing works. Oh, same. Absolutely. I have no idea. Like, we tend to throw out, like, these phenomena words, and I'm like, I totally do not know what you're talking about, but sure. I think someone made, like, a video for, like a dictionary video for, like, all the terms used in FGO. I'm back, but I can't stay for long. It's totally fine, Kumagaki. Welcome back. Hope you enjoy the time that you can stay.
Meanwhile, a man and a woman watches a certain seacraft makes its way across the ocean. Are you serious? Said really all was full that they are brought to try to cross the sea.
Masashi! They're here, oh, that must be it. Wow, what an awesome ship. Although I guess it is a little concerning. It's a beautiful ship, but it's way too small for these waters. Though it might have been too soon for them to make a move. Worst case of battle, this battle might be over before it even began. I just hope they haven't let their victories over those other 4 Lostbelts go to their head. Well, that's harsh and here for the sense. You were firmly on the master of Chaldea's side. Hell yeah, I am. I can't help but go weaken the knees for Alice. That's why I'm only a little concerned for her, and the team looks like we're about to have yet another rough start.
You find by the happy turn of the events, even now I still cannot fathom how your mind works. Is it because of your love for dire predicaments? I swear you're far more berserker and saber.
Well, of course I'm going to smile about this. I'm genuinely thrilled that we made it here. How about you? Did you not expect Chaldea to show up here now?
Well, I hadn't ruled it out. How unfortunate that this is the worst possible scenario for them. At last, I finally get to see them loose.
Well, you sound happy, although you certainly don't look it.
Himp. I can understand them having such a hard time in Russia. It was the first Lostbelt of all. I can accept the pathetic showing in Scandinavia, as it was a world too kind for its own good. I can turn a blind eye to their erosioners in China, for it was a world too long without any manner of festivity. And I can concede they had the right to be so self-righteous in India, for it was a clear-cut case of good and evil. No doubt it is owing to these experiences that the Chaldeans are likely thinking something along the lines of, the Atlantic Lostbelt might be a threat, but there must still be a way to overcome it. But I would be wrong. There is no problem here that needs to be solved. None. This Lostbelt is already perfected and is actively moving ahead to a stage beyond proper human history. The Chaldeans shouldn't have come here with the intention of defeating this Lostbelt, and they especially shouldn't be trying to learn more about it.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that coming to this Lostbelt with any intention other than its complete and utter annihilation is a terrible mistake. I can only hope they realize that we're of a race before we're completely wiped out. Alternatively, no matter, I have my own work to do. How about you? If you like, I could take you to a ship right now.
Oh no thanks, I'm good. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for them at the enemy's main base.
Did I misspeak? I thought it was clear that as the Chaldeans are going about this now, we're all going to end up dead.
Oh no, I understood you. I just don't agree. Sure, they might suffer a horrific defeat and end up losing everything, but there'll still be enough of them left to fight back. So in the meantime, I'm going to do what I'm best suited for, so that I can be ready to pass the torch to them once I finally doggedly make their way to the goal.
I see. When you can also see how this is going to end, albeit in your own way. Very well then, go on ahead to Olympus. If nothing else, the Chaldeans should make an excellent decoy.
Right, the gods can tear their eyes away from them. So on that note, guess this is goodbye, Chaldean. If I run into you again here. Wait, what? Did she just call the guy a Chaldean? Who is he?
You won't. This is the last time we will ever meet. My eyes see no further trace of you once we go our separate ways here.
Well, at least we'd ought to keep things nice and simple then. Hey, do me a favor and tell them I'll be waiting for them up ahead. Thanks. Wish me luck, please. I got a scholarship test tomorrow, and Musashi, one of my MVP, was Shep. I'm gonna wish you a lot of luck for your scholarship test. I must go and do dumb adult stuff. Blah blah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Yonka. Hope adult stuff is not too exhausting. But fool, as if it would ever pass along such a message. I decided I never would have thought she would make the trek to Olympus via consecutive drifting. She truly saw on personal ray shift device. Unfortunately, the same can be said of the rest of you. The insurmountable iron will that is the fleet of Olympus will rain shots down upon you like a meteor shower before you can even see them coming. And even if you somehow manage to get past that, you will then need to face the nihilistic god of the sea. Do you truly understand your position here, Alice? You have no time to spare to learn about this Lostbelt. The moment you attempt to do so, to get to know its crypta, will be the moment your journey comes to an end. Your incorrigibility has helped you prevail thus far, but you can't count on it forever. I'm so confused. And yeah, bye Yonka, bye Kumagaki. Have a good day. The Nautilus continues to make its way across the sea. After confronting, overcoming, and emerging triumphant against 4 Lostbelts, its crew prepares to face the 5th and most formidable of all. Damn. The day to bring down gods. 12,000 something BC? Okay. That's very much in the future. If I read correctly. Damn, you could get the tension in here with a knife. This is finally it, Master. Yeah, I don't know about that, to be honest. Come now, what's with the long faces? Given how obviously weak and pathetic the 6th and 7th Lostbelts appear to be, this is shaping up to be our decisive battle. That's exactly it, chaps. Come on, this tension's been making you spin fast, taking up it just as much as ours, right? That right there shows just how little you actually know about the world of Magecraft Kidney Pie. Kidney Pie? If you know the tension I'm experiencing right now, it's nothing like all of yours. No, I am genuinely freaking out here, and I thank you not to lump me in with your everyday ordinary nerves. As far as mages go, Cardox and Lupus was the bottom of the barrel. Every aspect of the boy, from his skills to his lineage to his resolve, was truly, genuinely substandard. Still can't get in the Discord server? I guess this account is too new? Oh, Discord. Why are you being so weird? Gonna have to solve that later. Thank you for telling me, Kumagaki. Ophelia Salone's mystic eyes may have been menacing, but she was still just a girl with no killer instinct. Akuda Hinako was, well, her very existence may have been cheating the system, but she was never actually a mage. I would put her in the same category as any extremely dangerous wild animal. As for Peperoncino, on second thought, he's so slippery I don't even know how I would go about evaluating him, so let's just say he's the exception of a rule. My point is Kisharia is on a whole differently level than the other cryptos. There's simply no comparison. Does that mean you've met him before? Perhaps at the Mages Association? Oh, please. Well, technically, I suppose we do both come from equally distinguished families, but never mind that. Listen, the clock towers where the true geniuses come together. Where even mages with talents well beyond average are considered to be strictly ordinary. As such, simply being able to stand out there marks you as someone capable of changing the very world. Kishtaria Vodimir has been acclaimed as one of the brightest stars by the elite aristocrats of the Baphomet faction, as well as the Democrats of the Trembolia faction, and even the staunch neutralists of the Melusi faction alike.
Despite the differences, they all had equally high hopes that he would be the one to rebuild the sport's deteriorating foundation of magecraft. I cannot read today. Jesus.
Honey.
Oh! Welcome to the book club, Hoa and Maurice. If you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying me not being able to read. Thank you very much for following me. They even thought he might have gone on to found the 13th Department of Study at the Clock Tower if he hadn't decided to join Chaldea. Really? I had no idea Kashtaria was so highly regarded in London. And yet you never met him yourself, huh, Agadi? Of course not. I was always cautious about who I reached out to there after all. Goodbye, Alice. It's 11:05 p.m. in Indonesia. Have good sleepy sleep, Sven. I hope you have a good dream. And you can sleep well. Thank you for showing up. And Kishtaria received no end of support from all the other successors to nobility, young men who were obligated to carry on their family names. You see, anyone from a mage family, no matter how prestigious, would never dare disobey their father. For them, their fathers, some of whom are genuine monsters who have been alive for hundreds of years, are the most terrifying being in existence. And yet even in the face of these wicked old foxes from a previous era of magecraft, Kishtaria was never afraid to speak his mind openly. My guess is that his confidence stemmed from the sheer superiority of the magical circuits he had, circuits that have helped him go his entire life without ever losing to anyone. He always carried himself as though he were a king, as though he had always been chosen by the gods. He was both confident and idealistic, yet distinctively humane, despite being both cool-headed and ruthless. He set the top records in all sorts of fields at the clock tower, many of which remain unbroken to this day. I still remember feeling keenly aware of how talent and charisma is something you're either born with or yawned while peering over at him from behind a convenient pillar. Oh yeah, I could see Tabo doing that. I bet he was stirring at a handkerchief and glaring at him. Yeah, I could totally see that. The director is right. Kishtaria was a bona fide genius who excelled at absolutely everything. It's true, my grown-up self has memories along those lines too. And for telling me that, well, was definitely an unparalleled genius in every human endeavor under the sun. Kishtaria was an undominable genius when it came to magecraft. But I thought David was the genius. You watch? Oh, sure, he is too, just of a different sort. Again, these memories belong to my previous self, who interacted with Team Ace, so I can't fully vouch for them. But I'd say that David's the type who could make them possible, that Kishtaria the type who could master anything we know can be done. So while it's not like one type is necessarily better than the other when it comes to being a leader, I'd have to say being able to put together a foolproof plan like Kishtaria could was the way to go. Nonetheless, the fact remains that they are both peerless as geniuses. I can't say I relish the thought of opposing either one of them. You can say that again. Maybe if we're lucky we'll underestimate us and we'll let our guard down. I don't think we can call them that. Kishtaria always gave everything his full effort, even combat simulations. I remember it seemed to me like he had a real aversion, a hatred almost, to Sally for anything less than what he wanted. A genius who refuses to take the easy way out. Perhaps this means he was actually just a hard worker. No, I wouldn't say that. According to Galdea's records, Kishtaria lived a perfectly ordinary life during his time there. If anything, Kardak worked way harder than he did. He spent thousands of hours training for every one of Kishtaria's. Oh, Kardak! Anyway, that's pretty much all we have to go on, so I think that's enough Kishtaria speculation. We may not know exactly what we're up against, but whatever they throw at us, we'll be ready. We've used every last bit of the magical energy resources we've accumulated to get to this point. Now, thanks to the Nautilus acting as the Shadow's border outer layer, crossing the ocean is a proverbial park in the park. Not that this ever comes close to what the Nautilus can really do. I understand your disappointment, but I'm afraid the Shadow Water's safety is of paramount importance. Quite so. With these manifold bounded field belts, the new engine that lets us use magical energy to propel ourselves through water at high speeds, and the Aeronax Phantasm serving as our naval bomb, we should even be able to cross bodies of magma if we're so inclined. Of course, the Nautilus and I have seen it all and can handle anything, but I would like to avoid damaging the ship if we can. Why does it feel like we're setting up for the Nautilus to be damaged pretty badly?
Is it just me who was seeing a bit of foreshadowing there? Hello, hello, this is Sion. I'm reading you loud and clear. I made sure you all have as much food and drink as the water can possibly carry. This is without exaggeration the best we are able to do at this point. If we fail with all of this going for us, I will never be able to look y'all into the eyes again. Oh, not to worry. If we do fail here, at least we won't have to concern ourselves with next year's budget. Damn. The smart thing to do now is to use everything we've got and let the rest sort itself out later. I do hope we can find a ley line and summon more servants soon. As things stand now, we don't have nearly enough in the way of fighting forces. Come now, Godolph, you know why that is just as well as any of us. Given the battles we fought in the other Lostbelts thus far, summoning servants on site gives us much better odds. Besides, Master Ellis can only form temporary contracts with so many servants. I'm afraid you just have to keep a stiff upper lip as best as you can for now. Okay, we're about to reach the storm wall. I might have been impenetrable for the Shadow Border prior to its upgrade, but now things are different. Holmes is finally like, I no longer have to pay for the damages if I fail. Yeah, see, he's thinking like 5 steps ahead. Lostbelt phenomenon identified. Naval RAM assimilation successful. Endeavor from reality. Void's best dive penetration mode. Zero sail, unfurl. Okay, time to die. Let's go! Ooh. Eh? Okay. But a lookout just reported a faint ripple at eastern fall of a white wall. Of course, it could just be an underwater earthquake. Who are you in all of the Gundam that I've ever seen? Who in the mecha are you? Do you really think we would be seeing an oceanic earthquake now? Now it's almost certainly a caldera. They may be arriving a little later than expected, or the plan otherwise remains the same. Assume they have succeeded diving through Eastern 4 and train your sights on their most likely emergence point. It's a Power Ranger. We're gonna get a Transformer sequence soon, just you wait, guys. All hands and ships to battle positions, and hurry up with the Lamia deployment. Yes, sir. Listen up, do not treat these foes as you would typically rock servants. Servants who have formed a contract with a master are stronger than you think. Do not for a moment think yourselves above them. Let down your guard and you will find yourselves the hunted rather than the hunters. Yes, sir. Very well then, I will leave this in your hands. Understood. The kidnap production is coming along extremely well. The what? What the? What the heck was that? I'm sorry? Huh? Is it possible to manufacture those things? Yes, well, at least the prototypes. The Imagineers, after all this time, you still haven't been able to complete them. Well, no matter, Cyberman. Yes, sir. Activate the Echidna. Right away, sir. What? A creature that spits out monsters in spite of the tremendous pain it causes. It is indeed the mother of life. Seems you guys are right with the mommy comments, that we should have all manner of applications. Come on, move it. Go, go, go. Hoist the beam sails, head for the target coordinates, full speed ahead. The third fleet has arrived at the target coordinates. Lamias are now ready to deploy. Your orders, sir. Take them out. I am so confused. Yay! Sequence! Guys! Yeah, this tree is already grown up like hell. Well, this happened. I am so confused. This is Atlantis, huh? I don't know why I was expecting less water. This is Atlantis, so I guess lots of water actually makes sense. Let me... Eh? Wait, did we stream cut off at some point? Wait! It's telling me the stream cut off at some point. I didn't even notice. Stream got disconnected. Seriously? Did that happen? It doesn't look like it. Maybe my OBS is just lying to me. It probably is just lying to me. It said it cut off like 30 minutes ago, but it doesn't look like it from like what I can see, so. Cause I was looking at the time as how long we've been streaming and it says 30 minutes and I'm like, this was not 30 minutes. This has not been 30 minutes of streaming. I refuse to believe that. It did cut off for like a second, okay. Doesn't seem like it started a new stream though, so that's good. Okay, let's just quickly do that real quick. In case of seeing nothing. I'm not broke or anything. Huh? God damn it! Ah, but I'll just rather try, I guess. Okay. I would love to like start more of Lostbelt 5 right now, but my throat is hurting for some reason. So I think we are gonna set it leave it off at this cliffhanger. Start like leave it off nicely at the prologue. And next stream we're gonna stream for longer. And like probably start Lostbelt 5. So let's just chat a bit about what we've been witnessing, cause to be honest, this was a lot of to process. Yeah, and on maximum confusion, yes. I do not feel like we're gonna get less confusion. I feel like we're just gonna get more and more confused and I need time to process. I want to know who David is. I want to know who Blue Book is. I want to know what happened to a tree at Area 51. I want to know like what's going on with like South America's like Lostbelt and why it doesn't have a tree. I want to know what's up with the English Lostbelt because that seems to go crazy and stuff. I want to know what Wodimir's plan is. I want to know like what the heck is this Akita thing? I want to know who the mysterious servant is. I just want to know stuff. I'm so confused, I swear to God. Yeah, FGO is pure confusion. It was a giant story today, yeah. So I feel like considering how much just happened, I think it's better to leave it off here. Did we not go to South America yet? No. We did not go to the English Lostbelt and we did not go to the South American Lostbelt yet. But both of them do not have a tree of emptiness. For some reason. But yeah.
Hi, honey.
Oh. Thank you, Hero, for following me. Welcome to the book club. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the stream and me barely being able to read. But as I was wanting to say, we're gonna take our time to process stuff. I will upload a schedule tomorrow on the Twitters and on the Discords. Links in the description below. Hopefully it will work out. I will definitely stream twice, probably. Yeah, I will stream FGO twice a week is currently my plan to like catch up a bit more quicker. What's happening in South America is a long time fake thing and very dangerous. Then it will definitely blow my mind. Thank you for the comfy stream, Alice. Thank you all for watching. And I will rest my throat. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. And as I was saying, tomorrow's schedule will be ready. Everyone, if it's late for you, make sure to sleep now. And I hope you have like the sweetest dreams possible. if it's early in the morning or midday for you, I hope you have a great, great day. Please do not die. And make sure to drink and eat. And I would say with that, I'm gonna have to go and say goodbye. So, bye-bye, everyone. And to the offline screen, wink wink, we go.